Okay, so to continue on the slimming down of your portfolio, remember we are building a portfolio for a particular audience who's going to hire you, not for the majority of the world. All right, so that's the only people that you want to impress. That's how you want to shoot for. That's all your test shoots that you want to do for those people. Next week, we are doing a test shoot, which you'll get access to those files for retouching. So we're doing that for our core audience. I want to go through some of my favorite tips for slimming down a portfolio. I think it's going to help you guys out a lot. And before I go into that, I want to let you know that even over a decade in my career, it still is hands down one of my least favorite things to do, is to knock off the pictures that you love. But here's the thing. We have an emotional attachment to these pictures. You have an emotional attachment to your pictures. Truth of the matter is the client doesn't care, has no emotional attachment to them. For that reason, no gallery should be over 10 to 15 images. You only want the best of the best, and you don't want duplicate shots, and you don't want to see the same model or the same bride or the same client over and over and over again. So this stands for all photographers, all genres. They just want to see what's going to make them happy. They want to see what is going to make them feel safe. They want to see what's going to make them want to put their career, their reputation on the line. Are you the one that's going to guarantee them success? All right, so let's talk about how we're going to do that and some of my favorite tips. Number one, be incredibly brutal when you narrow down your portfolio. One of the things that I do is I'll look at the images on my website. I'll look at it and then I'll tilt my head. And then I'll turn the laptop over a little and I'll look at it from the side. Then I'll actually get up and I'll walk across the room and I'll look at it. All right, you have to look at it from all aspects. Rearrange it, then look at it on your phone, and then look at it on your browser. Those are the key things. Another thing that an art director taught me over at Sony Records was, she said, squint. Don't underestimate the power of a good squint, okay? When you squint, this is what happens. Squinting helps you order your pictures the right way. So here's what we're doing. We're looking at it and you're just gonna squint. When you squint, you're not gonna see the details. You're gonna see the massive, the overall color tone. Or the vibe of a picture. So when you look, you're like, oh boy, there's a whole lot of dark images on top and the bottom has a whole bunch of light images. That's not an even mix. You're gonna move some things around. You squint again and you look and you're like, okay, cool. I feel like it's a little bit evenly spaced out. All right. The other thing is put your strongest image, depending on how your gallery looks, put your strongest two images as number one and number two. Then you put the next strongest over at the end. In the middle is, they're still strong. Remember, you're only showing 10 to 15, but your strongest ones are your bookends. Okay, the reason why we're putting two in the beginning, one at the end is this. Most people who are hiring you are lazy. So they're gonna look at the first one, phenomenal. Second one, damn, another phenomenal one. Then they're just gonna scroll through real fast. And at the end of the gallery, it's gonna stop and they're gonna see another phenomenal image. So that's a way to just get that extra little bit out of them. Your audience has zero, here's another tip. Your audience has zero emotional attachment. This is where your friends who have experience in design are incredible. Again, and always and forever. Never let your mom or your dad or your supportive grandmother or that supportive best friend help you pick out your portfolio. They have an emotional attachment to you. You don't need that. You already have emotional attachment to the pictures. So what you want to do is you want to ask a friend who is a photographer or someone who is in design, interior decorator, somebody that understands design to help you pick out the best ones. They're going to be quite brutal about it and give them permission to be brutal about it. Don't defend the pictures. And they might say, that has nothing to do with anything. I don't like that. I really hate her eyes. I don't like how she's posing. And you want to sit there sometimes and you even want to choke them because these are all like your little babies. You have to let them help you slim down and curate the perfect ones. And they're doing it because they love you, but they don't have that emotional attachment. I already said you need about 10 to 15 images per gallery. You need about 2 to 3 galleries per style. So if you do fashion photography, have 2 powerful fashion galleries. You do weddings, you do travel weddings, have 2 to 3 powerful galleries about that. But do you do destination weddings and baby portraits, then add 2 more galleries for the baby portraits. You should have about 5 total, maybe a 6th one for your personal stuff. Okay, keep your personal stuff in its own gallery and make sure it's clearly marked. Do not say travel, say personal art projects. Name it so obvious. So who is going to help you curate and cut down that gallery? It's your friends with good taste, never with bad taste. Okay, so you have to find out who in your life has good taste, and you have to ask them that. And you have to ask them, hey, you get a get out of jail card. I am not gonna get mad. I really, really need your help. And then they will break it down for you. What if you have so many beautiful images? Okay, if a client wants to see more, you can create a beautiful PDF for them and send them additional images that are not in your gallery. Easy. But when they come, make it easier for them. If you cannot sell them in the first 10, 12 images, they're not gonna be your client. We're not trying to convince anybody to love us. If you cannot get them in the first 10 to 12 images, you're not gonna get the job. Okay, that's why we want the best ones. The main thing I want you guys to walk away with is this. You are an artist, you're attached to your pictures. I'm so attached to my pictures, I fight for them. No one likes some of them. Some people love some of them, but I fight for each one of them. And as cliche as it sounds, as cheesy as it sounds, it's kind of like picking your favorite child. That's why you need the help of somebody else. It's hard to do. You need somebody else to tell you who your cute kid is. The end. I'll see you guys next week in the studio. It's going to be fun. We're doing a whole photo shoot start to finish.